Good afternoon, guys. This is Angie with Earth Seeds and Water again. First of all, before I start, I want to thank everyone who stopped by my booth yesterday at the Greenville Veg Fest that was held at Floor Field on the West End in downtown Greenville. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate that. Today we're going to be making an UnTuna chickpea salad. And my tuna has a little bit of, well, my UnTuna has a little bit of a twist to it. I use the same amount of mashed chickpeas as I do hearts of palm. And what I do is I separate the hearts of palm. I pull it apart. Hopefully you guys can see. I pull it apart with my fingers just like this. You can just push on it and it'll come apart. And now all you're going to do is just cut it into little strips, pull it apart into little strips. And once you get to that point, always make sure you have a kitchen towel. You are going to take your potato masher and then just push down on it and give it a little twist. And what this does, it breaks it up even more, and then what happens is it resembles the tuna that comes in a can, or like flaked tuna. Again, I mix this with the chickpeas, but you don't have to. You can just use all hearts of palm if you'd like. So I've got this all mixed up. So I've got a 15-ounce can of mashed mashed peas in there, chickpeas already, and then this is the rest of my hearts of palm, and is, I don't know if you can see that. Oops. Sorry. There we go. See, it looks like white albacore tuna right here. And we're just going to put this into our container. And I have half a cup of diced celery, a quarter cup of diced dill pickles, and a quarter cup of purple onion that I've diced and I ran under cold water. And we're going to pour that right in there as well. So then where does the seafood taste come in? Well, that comes in right over here. I take seaweed, and I buy the roasted seaweed that comes in the little snack pack. Take 10 of those sheets and I put them in my spice grinder. I also add 1 tablespoon of garlic powder and a tablespoon of onion powder and 1 teaspoon of dill in here, and I blend it all up until you get this. I do not add salt into my food, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to. I mean, it's your food, right? So you put what you want in there. If you don't like dill, you don't have to put dill in there. You can put tarragon. You can skip it all together. So once I get all this in here, again, clean your hands. You're going to mix it before you add your wet ingredients, because you want to make sure that you distribute everything in here, because sometimes when you add your wet ingredients to it, sometimes it kind of clumps up and then it ends up being a pain in the butt. The other thing I do is when I make these type of salads is I try to cut everything the same size. That way you have the same in your mouth feel. When you take that bite, it's all the same. You don't have big chunks of something that to me just kind of takes away from it. So we've got it all blended up. Let me bring it up here to you guys. And that's what it looks like. All right, so here I have half a cup of, this is my favorite vegan mayonnaise, and it's Hellmann's vegan dressing and spray. So I have half a cup of the mayonnaise in here. I have 2 tablespoons of stone ground deli mustard. I have 1 tablespoon of the vinegar in which the pickles came in. And then because I did not have any fresh lemon juice, I added 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. I did not want to add lime to it because I think the lime is going to be a little bit overpowering for this, and we want the flavors to be just subtle. We don't want it to be really, really strong. So all we do is just pour it in here. And I just put everything in here just to kind of cut down on the cleaning, but usually if you just put it in a mason jar, mix everything up. You can mix this a day before and just keep it in the fridge. So then you just mix everything up, and I really suggest that you let this marinate. Keep it in your refrigerator for a couple hours or at least overnight for those flavors to really, really incorporate. And these are wonderful in sandwiches, in wraps. A scoop of it on top of your favorite greens is really good. You can eat it with crackers, pita chips, tortilla chips, I mean, you name it. So here it is. That's it. And we're done. And see how creamy that is? Look at that beautiful color. So now that the kids are going back to school and everybody's getting back to work, this is something that's really quick and easy that you can pack for lunch. You can put it in your kids' lunch box. Also, you can roll it up in those little croissants, crescent rolls. So you take out the little crescent roll, you put a tablespoon of this, you roll it up, and then you just bake it like you normally would, and you'll have that. That's a really cute little treat to have as well. You can have that for dinner. Now, what do you do if you have a lot of this left over and you're just like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to have any more tuna salad or untuna salad. What you're going to do is you're going to add some flour to your mixture. And you just kind of guide it. Start with half a cup and then just keep mixing it in there. Or you can use ground oatmeal flour in here. And then you're going to add a flax egg, which is 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed to 2 tablespoons of water, and let that sit and get gelatinous. And you're going to add it to it, and then you form patties. And you can put those in your air fryer at 400. Put parchment paper down at the bottom. Take a scoop of the mixture, and here's the scoop. Sit it on there, flatten it, and cook it for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your air fryer. And then you can have tuna patties. And you can add whatever you want to. You can make a sandwich out of it. You can put on a hamburger bun. Again, you can just break it up and mix it with some pasta salad, and you're good to go. So that's another way to be able to make this salad go further. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. Tomorrow I'll have another recipe, and then next month I want to thank Shauna for this suggestion. Is the whole month of September, just Monday through Friday, I will be making different meals with tofu. And then in October, I'm going to be using, the whole month of October will be different ways to incorporate potatoes. So we'll be using yams, we'll be using sweet potatoes, we'll be using white potatoes, yellow potatoes, russet potatoes, the Japanese potatoes, the purple potatoes, purple sweet potatoes, whatever potato I can get my hands on. I'm going to be making different types of recipes with that. And again, all these recipes that I'm making are in a written format. And so they'll be in a booklet, and they'll be available the first week in the month after the series ends. So the first week in September, I'll have everything that I did in August ready. And then also mid-September, I'm going to start cooking classes in Malden. And those classes are $35 a person. And it's in person in Malden. I will be cooking for you. I will be giving you the recipe, and then you will also have, they'll be there. You'll have enough for a meal when you come there. So it's open. I have room right now for, I'm going to start with 12 people because I want a social distance. And there's plenty of room there. It's a big area. We'll have the doors open. If you feel more comfortable with me wearing a mask, that's fine. I am going to be more than 10 feet away from everyone. So if you're interested, please text me at 864-631-6277. Thank you so much. And remember, go out there, chase your dreams. Do something to make yourself feel better. Remember, you've got to take care of you. You are important. You are beautiful. And you deserve it. All right, so thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.